Let's get in Vikas Khemani, who is joining in right now. Vikas is President and Head of Wholesale Capital Markets at Edelweiss Financial Services. Vikas, good morning. Good to have you here.
Good morning, Krishna. Thanks for calling me.
Are you bullish? Are you skeptical? Are you bearish?
So I think, depending on what time frame you look at it, but I think from medium to long term perspective, definitely positive on the markets. And I think, short term anything can happen. There can be correction, there could be, consolidation. So that could be possible depending on how the liquidity situation pans out. But we do think that from a medium term to long term perspective, I think things are falling into place. And I think the extreme amount of pessimism and the crisis kind of situation which prevailed some point in time has settled down. And we do think from here things will slowly but steadily will start improving. And I think a better monsoon, election spending, all those things will add to the positive sentiment. Having said that, I am not saying that great days are back and things are going to improve overnight. But I think you are finding good risk reward of investment into the marketplace in many sectors. And I think if you take a slightly longer term and stable approach, there is a lot of sort of money to be made. A lot of risk reward of investing into equity at this point in time is sort of seem to be falling in place.
Because over the last few days, I've increasingly noticed many turning bullish, right? I remember you were pretty bearish and downbeat about the market for a long time. A few at Edelweiss, I guess, still are. But is the turn in sentiment happening primarily because of the left out feeling that, well, I haven't made anything meaningful in this leg up? Is that forcing a turn? Many people to turn?
I think that can be definitely a forcing factor for a trader kind of community and a particular set of investors. But if you look at fundamental investors, long-term investors, I think you will have to sort of look at the fundamentals. While liquidity in short term definitely plays a role, but you have to see how things are falling in place from medium term to long term perspective. If you see some time ago there was almost a crisis like kind of situation, currency was kind of completely destabilized, government inactivity was almost there in everything. From there on things have started improving at the margin. I think we have a stability or a proactive environment sort of approach from the Reserve Bank of India. Government seems to be making some somewhat, though I think slower than what is required, but given the fact that they have only so much time, you can only expect so much. But I think they are also seeming to make some right decisions or moving in the decision making side. So I think that is also stabilizing the environment. So the complete hostile business environment which was there, I think has been turning in the recent past, and that is what is I think making the mood somewhat positive. And I think also it is also creating a feeling that I think things will start improving from here on gradually, after as the time passes. And also I think somewhat factoring is also probably I would say lead to is also because of I think somewhat belief by the market that NDA is getting advantage in the electoral process. So one has to look at how it pans out. But I think these are the right now factors markets are sort of factoring in. But if I were a fundamental investor, you would look at deep value, and a lot of stocks are there, except some polarized sectors where valuations are very high. So you will see those sectors, those sort of stocks underperforming as the risk appetite turns, as the I think risk appetite comes back, and beaten down value stocks will start sort of finding flavor. And that's the reason you've seen in the recent past there is a huge amount of interest in the mid cap and second run counters, where good quality companies trading at extremely cheap valuations have been sort of doing very well. And I think investors are making incremental commitment towards those kind of names. That can't be only liquidity driven. That I think definitely it has to be risk has to come back on the table. But I think also now investors are sort of getting somewhat confident about the environment going forward.
Yeah, maybe the feeling is that we've seen so much which has gone wrong. Well, even if it happens again, there is no real shock value now, right? I mean, we've seen this before. So what's the big deal? I guess, there is that sense of I don't know if it's security, but that feeling is there as well. In a lot of spaces, especially banks, for example. A lot of banks reported bad numbers, but stocks didn't correct. They held on, not that because they were beaten down, they'd run up, but they didn't correct that much. What's your sense on this mid-cap and broader rally? Because I can argue that we've seen this story again on names like JP Associates, on a lot of other beaten downs which have rallied recently. They've done this round trip, done 40-50% and come down again, and each successive low has been lower than the previous one. So you think this time is different?
Look, I think market always makes an hypothesis, and market gives the benefit of doubt to any development which happens. So I think last time when I think just about a year ago, I think when the changes happened in the government, I think market created a hypothesis that things will start looking up and decision making will improve, and I think things will move forward. And I think then there was a disappointment towards that, and also I think there was a sudden crisis or shock on the rupee front, which was also partly due to international factors. So a combination of both I think kind of created that situation. This time it doesn't look like it might happen that again, but who knows. I think there are a lot of events ahead. You have QE taper, which to some extent I think market is sensitized, so I don't think that this time the shock value is so high to see that kind of reaction. But again, any adverse outcome on the election against the market expectations can again create that kind of situation. So you live in the market with a lot of uncertainties. One can never be sure that it will not come back again. All you need to do is calculate your risk reward and play out, and I think see whether your hypothesis works or not. That's how markets work. And I think I'm assuming that this time also markets are making a hypothesis that things will start looking up from here. Well, decision making is beginning to happen, and things will improve from here. And I think there is a lot of value, hidden value in the stocks. I mean, Jaiprakash Associate, I think yes, there is definitely a debt problem, cash flow problem, but at the same time there are assets on the ground. They are not going anywhere. But if you take the slightly longer term call, I'm sure there would be some way to find some way to sort of as the environment improves, you will see cash flows coming through, you will see that situation settling down, some answers would be found out. So again, what kind of call you take, what kind of time frame you have, what kind of downside you can live with, all those things one has to see. And markets always would make some hypothesis and move forward, and I think this time again also market is making an hypothesis, and I guess I hope this time it will not disappoint the markets.
Yeah, about this political hope of positive political change or big political change in 2014, but are people bringing in too much? Because there are various possibilities, various scenarios about government formation, but only one is correct. Eventually only one will be correct. So how can you play that? I know a lot of the opinion polls, which way a lot of the opinion polls are going. But what's your sense, Vikas? I think you think reality will set in one way or the other post the state elections?
See, market is a collection of various opinions, and like you have an opinion, a lot of market participants have an opinion, and those opinion gets formed based on the various data inputs. So I'm sure there is a section of the market which believes that I think the election outcome would be in a favorable direction, which is to the liking of the market. Now, and those investors are willing to take that risk, and they are having their own risk reward in terms of given the good value and I think possibility of the event turning in the favor of the market. I think investors are making that kind of calls. Certain section of the investors are making that call, and I think given the fact that the markets fell so sharply without liquidity, without too much of volume, I think this section coming in markets have sort of done well. So I think you can say partly it is factored in, partly it is not factored in. One cannot really sort of decipher how much it is factored in, but there are various outcomes. To some extent, it seems that it is expecting a favorable outcome. If it doesn't come, as market expectation, you will see market getting disappointed and correction happening in the market. But having said that, I think in market you have to make hypothesis, go on and take risk, and I do feel that the recent trend in the data, recent opinion polls, recent state election mood seem to suggest that NDA is gaining ground. There's a wave in favor of NDA, and if that happens, I think markets would sort of like it. So those kind of investors are sort of taking risk in the market, but again, it's a risk reward, and one has to sort of live with that.
Okay, let me go back to the earlier mid-cap broader market question. What are your top ideas there, Vikas?
Look, I think so. I'm not sort of allowed to comment on the stock-specific ideas, but I think broadly speaking, I think there are lots of stock in the manufacturing sector, in old economy sector, which are, if you take, let's say consumer out, if you take information technology out, if you take pharmaceutical out, where the stocks are reasonably expensive and trading in 20 to 30 times multiple. I think rest of the sectors, you will find lots of mid-cap ideas with single-digit multiple, less than book, trading giving 15 to 20% ROEs, 3 to 4% dividend yield. So I think if you look for those kind of ideas and significantly below the replacement cost, I do believe that as the growth comes back, these are the stocks will give will be multi-baggers. They will give a huge amount of return from here. But I think this will require a lot of patience, because this falls into so-called value category, and value category right now is not showing growth, and as and when the growth comes in those stocks, they will start delivering significant returns. So according to me, one has to look at in this sort of this category, and there are lots of stock in that in manufacturing, sports sector, in local manufacturing sector, auto ancillary sector, where one could sort of look for ideas.
It's always good talking to you, Vikas. Thanks very much for coming on board, and hope to have you back soon again. Thank you very much. Vikas Khemani at Edelweiss with his thoughts on the market. 25 on the Sensex, so I think there is a little bit of pickup, just that little bit, not very much at all. 62.21, actually, it's still very flat. Mid cap and small cap indices are doing better. We'll take that break. We are back in 2, a lot more on the other side.